got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a beginner friendly soft glam, full glam look. I'm going to do brows, eyes, foundation, all of that good stuff. I didn't do a proper intro for this video, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm also going to be using majority of Juvia's Place products, so definitely go ahead and check down below for the link to buy. And then if you do buy, definitely remember to use my code Ohemaa at checkout so you can get a discount off your order. Okay, now when it comes to the brows, you can definitely do your brows any which way that you want. I like to do my brows like this before my actual makeup, and then I go in with an eyeshadow primer. The one I was using in this video is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I will put a list of other eyeshadow primers that I use down below so you can check it out. And I also like blending my eyeshadow primers with my fingers because it actually helps it blend evenly, beautifully, and it actually stays on my skin. Today we're going to be using the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime, and I'm using the shade number 3 because, well, number 1, this is a beginner video. An eyeshadow primer that's close to a dark skin, to your skin tone, would be ideal, so then you're not blending too much to get it to blend into your skin. With the Eye Prep Eye Prime, you only need a tiny little bit, and you can see that that little amount I put on my eyes actually blended in beautifully and covered my entire eyelid. I have a video on how I prep my eyes for eyeshadow. I'm going to link that down below as well. If you need to learn how to prep your eyes properly for eyeshadow, especially if you have oily skin, definitely check that video out. Today we're going to be using the Chocolates palette, and I chose a Chocolates palette because there is no way that you're going to make a mistake, and there's no way you're going to do like a colorful look that's going to mess you up, okay? So I take the deepest shade in the palette and I place it on the outer corner of my eye, literally stamping it in. This section of the video has very minimal editing, so this is essentially how long it took me to create this eye look. It's a very gorgeous, very elegant, very glam eye look, but it's also the easiest way to do a halo eyeshadow look that I have ever found. And I absolutely love it. Okay, so I place the product in the corner of my eye. I am using a Colored Rain brush. I will try to find the brush and link it down below, but you can also use my code Ohemaa at Colored Rain, and that would give you a discount off your order. All the links that I'm mentioning are affiliate links. Buying them gives you a discount, but it also gives me a kickback and definitely helps me keep making videos for you guys. So if you're gonna buy from them anyway, definitely use my code so you can get a discount, and it helps me out a whole lot. Okay, but anyway, I went in with the same shade and I put it on the inner and the outer corner of my eye using the same brush. This is a look that could be classified as a one brush kind of eyeshadow look, so I just put it on and blended it in beautifully. I didn't even blend the top of it out because I was going to use a different palette to blend it out. I'm going to be using the Warrior 2 by Juvia's Place to blend it out. I'm taking the shade Jamada, and I use Jamada to blend the edges of this dark brown out. That way my eyes don't look too dark, and it actually gives me a beautiful transition. Now, if you're a beginner at eyeshadow, I know they tell you just look at your skin tone and see how it would naturally graduate to the color. That always confused me. The way that I learned to blend colors was just whatever colors I want to blend together, I just put them together and make them blend. I know that doesn't make sense, and that really doesn't help you out, but when it comes to browns, if you're gonna blend it out, just know that browns are a mix of black and red, in my opinion. So I always go in with a shade, like a reddish kind of shade, and that helps blend that brown out. But honestly, you can literally blend any color into a dark color and it would look good. Okay, don't overthink it. Whatever two colors you want to blend together, blend them together. it doesn't make sense, but I have a video on how to make two shades that supposedly don't blend together, so I'm gonna link that video down below as well, so you can check it out.
Yeah.
But I went in with the shimmer shade that I showed you guys, and I put that directly in the middle of the look.
God, I should let you know, yeah. No, it's no more, no. I got so high.
Okay, so I'm going in with this shade, and I'm going to put that directly in the middle of this look. That gives it that really, really bright center, and it makes it look like it's like glowing outwards. I don't know how to explain it, but it actually makes the middle part of your halo eye look very, very shimmery, and I really like that look. So I always go in with a very light shade for the middle of my eye. I'm going back in with the shade that we use as a transition shade from the Warrior palette, and I am using that shade to blend the shimmer shade into our transition shade. That way it looks better, because if you look at it, before I actually did that, the transition into the shimmer shade was not very cute. Like, it was nice, but it wasn't cute, okay? But after I added a little bit of that red transition shade, you can see that the whole transition, the whole look actually looks very, very nice, right? Like, let me know that you see that. Okay, let's go into the skin. I'm using the One Size by Patrick Starr Secure the Blur primer. I've been using this primer ever since the first day that I tried it. I actually traveled to New York with this primer. It has now become my go-to primer, okay? I feel like I'm going to be using it until it's done. It's a very nice primer. It mattifies my skin, but it also makes any makeup that I put on top of it look extra good, okay? That's not saying that this Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation is not magic by itself, because this I Am Magic foundation can actually look, it actually looks very, very good on by itself. The one that I have right now is done, and whenever I squeezed it, it actually ended up on my shirt, so my shirt has a big brown spot in it. I was squeezing it so I can get every drop of it out. I have a backup foundation, but I don't know where it is, and I just couldn't find it, so I was trying to squeeze the bananas out of this foundation, and that's how it ended up on my shirt, okay? But you can see it blends in very nicely. The skin looks flawless, and the match is amazing on the I Am Magic foundation, right? I know you can see it. So next I'll be using the I Am Magic concealer. I'm using the shade number 5 in the middle part of my face, and then I'm going to use the shade number 4 on the outer part of my face, so that I can get a little bit of brightness on the middle part of my face. I tried this whole very bright under eye look, and I really, number one, did not really like it. It looks very strange on me, especially with the shade of foundation that I wear. Having a really bright under eye was just not it, but I had to try it because you guys wanted to see what it looked like, okay? But this is my comfort zone. A concealer that is close to my skin tone is very good, especially if you're somebody who's a beginner. You don't want your concealer shade to be too bright you don't want the difference between your foundation and your concealer shade to be too bright. So always go for a concealer that is within 1 shade or 2 shades of your foundation shade. Once you hit 3-4 shades, it's gonna be a bit difficult to blend in, especially if you are a beginner. Now, I'm not a beginner, but I still don't like the contrast, because most concealers don't go as deep as the foundations that I use.
There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down.
Okay, next I'm using my Benign Nutmeg Setting Powder. It gives me some brightness, but it also helps balance everything out. I don't like powders that are too bright because that also comes with its own set of problems, okay? Now, after I set my face with a Benign, I went in with the Dermal Blend Saffron Powder, and the saffron powder is yellow, and it gives the inner part of my eye a nice brightness without it being too much, because I always layer it over a darker powder so it doesn't like make my face look crazy. So that's another tip for you. If you're going to be using a brighter powder, definitely use a brighter powder that is, definitely use a brighter powder over a darker powder. That way it doesn't look crazy on your skin tone, especially if you're dark skin like me. The goal is to look blended and not look crazy, okay?
No, no, it's no more, no. I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed.
Next, I'm gonna go back in and finish my brows because we started at the beginning. I just go in, fill the top of it. I draw my strokes because your sis has no brows, okay? My brows are micro-bladed, micro-shaded, but I still have no brows, okay? I'm using a Lancome mascara. I forget what this mascara is called, but I know that it's from Lancome for sure.
Hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby, going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought it's time I'm letting you go. This time
I used that red from the Zulu and the dark shade from the chocolate palette on my lower lash line, and then I also put use the Too Faced Killer Liner on my waterline to make my eyes look bigger. Next, I'm taking this shade in the chocolates palette, and I'm using that as my contour powder. Now, the reason why the chocolates is one of my favorite palettes from Juvia's Place is because it is a powder that does everything for me. Eyeshadow, face palette in one, I am good to go, okay? I'm taking the Saharan Blush Palette Volume 1, and I'm gonna apply blush all over my face. I apply some to my cheeks, I apply some to the sides of my face, I apply some to my nose. Gives me this really cute blushed out look, and I really love it. I use all the 3 shades in the palette. So, you know, I touch this, I touch that, I touch that, and I put that on my face. Also, I'm using brushes from my brand, which is Bonsu Beauty, and these brushes are called the Butter Base Set. Okay, you can see that I use one for my contour, I use one for my blush. This one I'm using it specifically for nose contour because it's fluffy, it blows out your nose contour and doesn't give you that really harsh line looking kind of nose contour. That's why I made that brush, and that's why I love this set. So definitely go ahead and check that out. I'll leave the link down below. The lashes are also from Bonsu Beauty. I am restocking them, so definitely go in and check that out. I'm using the Sephora Collection Molasses Lip Liner. It is a brown lip liner. And then I went in with a Jen Atkin liner. It's no longer available, so you can definitely use the Morphe Midnight or Richie or the Nima Tang chocolate chip liner, which is actually back in stock. Use my code Ohemaa, a dose of color, so you can get a discount on your Nima Tang sets. Okay, that is it for this glass look. Gloss. That's the one I put on top. Oh, I went in with this is a finished look in Vogue by Juvia's Place, and also I friendly look. This is a very the gloss on top, and the gloss is simple. I look put together. I look like I didn't really try kind of look, but it really definitely packs a punch. Okay, so that's it from me for this video. Let me know down below in the comments if this video has helped you or will be helpful to you in the future. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts.